Um, the best leader I have encountered is the beauty reality director. Why? That's because he influenced not only his employees, but also the people outside the school, like fundraiser, alumni, media, and instead of controlling, he collaborate, listening, and motivate towards success. Um, the worst leader I have encountered is my coach, my club coach. He was always, if you do something wrong, he was criticizing and just in your butt. And then players got irritated and lost all the motivation, which translate to a team failure, and we were unable to achieve group goals.
The best leader I ever had was this coach from my club team. Didn't have a great team, but had help us motivate and make us better as a person, as a player. So he encouraged us. Was pretty much a father on off the field. So it was really good for us. And the worst leader I ever had was my different coach. Have a lot of talent, but didn't shape our goals because he just pointed out our mistake, like screaming at us, not motivating us at all. So.
The best leader I've been around, I say, is the lady at my high school who was in charge of all activities and fundraisers and stuff. Just because I believe she was pure act and fell under the behavioral trait of leadership because she knew exactly what to do, when to do it, and she knew how to get the best out of everybody around her to accomplish her goals. The worst leader I've been around is probably my soccer captain when I was a sophomore in high school because he was the opposite of a motivator. If anybody did anything wrong, he was on their butts. If he did anything wrong, it was never his fault. It was always someone else's fault. And I think as a leader, you have to give a little wiggle room for people to learn to grow and eventually become leaders themselves, and he did not do that at all.
I think the best leader that I've ever encountered was a lead guy managing a company. And this guy truly reached out to me because he was well, first of all, he was always just on time. You know, he wanted to be there. He showed interest in the people that were there, in the workers. He was very caring. He never put himself first, but he put the group as a whole first. He always encouraged everyone to put their faith first, and that by doing that, everything else would fall into place, and that to always just put your family first and always try to become a better husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, brother, sister, whatever it is that you needed to be. Just encouraging always to become a better person, self-improvement, work hard, very influential. Now, a leader that I encountered that wasn't so great was someone who didn't really care about winning. I think that in order to compete at any level, whether it's a company or a sport, I think a leader has to create a competitive environment, because by doing that, he's not only teaching them to compete within the sport, but to become competitive outside the sport, in the sport, that we call life. And I think that's pretty important. Also, he can take constructive criticism, and I think that for a leader, you have to be able to take constructive criticism, to be able to take upon that criticism and become better yourself, so that you can transfer that back to your group or to your followers, the people that you're leading. So that's my example of a good leader, bad leader.
I would have to say that the best leader I've encountered will be my current boss. It's just because since I started working there, I've been able to work with him and experience the way he runs his business. He's always giving incentives to his employees so they can always do better at the job. Either he offers them bonuses as a gas gift card or food on the job. He also offers ways to get more money for them to bring home whatever they need. He has core values when as a weekly thing, he goes throughout the company, talks to the employees, make sure they know what they're doing, and gets a feedback from them. Basically does a monthly meeting with senior management and with regular employees to also get more feedback. And the worst leader I had to encounter would be my old boss, because the way she ran the office was very frustrating. She would not have she wouldn't be able to face any confrontation. She always, sends everything to the side and would let the other managers take care of business. That's my example of a bad and good leader.